Suck my and my put this down, man. Put this down. Yo, yo, yo. What is going on out there, all my beautiful people? Get this mic right so I can talk into it. Yes, sir. What is going on there? Going on out there to all my beautiful people? Man, definitely. I know a lot of us experienced definitely a happy Easter Sunday. If you didn't, happy Easter Sunday to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more folks in church than usual, but we all here to praise God. We're not here to talk about anybody or, what I'm saying, have any situation with man. We're all here to please and serve for God. So happy Easter Sunday. If you didn't have a happy Easter Sunday, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we go through hard things, we'll get through it. My bad, man. My voice is a little bit raspy. I was out running with the dog, man. Definitely gonna need that high quality H2O beside me. But yeah, let's get into it, man. FedNow. Let's get this energy going. FedNow, FedNow. All right, man. So FedNow. I talked about it a little bit in the last my last live, but I didn't really just go into FedNow just because I was just talking about so much. So, man, FedNow, my people, my people, my people. So, let's get into this, baby. FedNow, man, is basically going to be a digital not even a currency, more like a digital utilization, more like how can I put this? More like, when you go into a gas station or any store and you swipe your card and it's a transaction, right? Or you tap your card as a transaction. FedNow is trying to be that, right? It's trying to do all the transactions around the world, right? And this little article right here, it says it's trying to do 80% of the world's transactions. And it might be, and it doesn't care about doing 20% of like the business transactions and stuff in America, which, if it's Federal Reserve, which is America, majority of people in America are going to use it just because this FedNow is trying to hurry up and come out and be the first platform that's really being utilized and used, right? If you're the first one to come out and kind of do it, a lot of people are going to adapt it and go with, with the situation. But we're going digital, you know what I'm saying? And the FedNow is what digital is. And basically it's going to be a CBDC, which is a central bank digital currency. And it's going to be the Federal Reserve. The only thing I don't like about the Federal Reserve is it's its own entity. Like there is no one above it. There is no one that can tell it that it's doing bad or good. It just creates money. Like right now, it can able to just print out money if it wants to. It does what it wants to. So I feel like this is not good to have the feds in charge of like a crypto or a digital platform, because I feel like they're going to just be all in your business. You know what I'm saying? They might do something to a point where if you didn't pay your taxes, they might say, oh, every dime that you spend goes to your taxes. So you can't eat, you can't do anything until those taxes are paid off. And you know what I'm saying? And that's how it would be. So I feel like the FedNow will have too much power over people's transactions and money. And also they may just give you a time limit, like, oh yeah, you received $100, but you must spend this $100 within 10 days. You know what I'm saying? It's just something like that, to the point where they make people spend money, or they say you can't spend it, or you reached your limit, we're going to shut your account down until tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It can be anything like that. So I feel like having the Federal Reserve over something is not digitalized like a Bitcoin or like any cryptocurrency. Because bro, what is he doing? He's up under the couch. Well, anyway, but I feel like, no one's in charge of Bitcoin or all these other cryptocurrencies. So you can trade, do what you want, when it's spending how you want. And there's no one, it can be tracked, but there's no one over your money. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't use it today, or no, you know what I'm saying? You can't do it. But anyway, that's what the Federal Reserve is going for. And it's coming out in July. We don't know what date, when, or what time, but July is the month that they're looking for. And basically they're telling people that it's going to be a minimum of $25 a month to access this. It's going to be a $25 a month fee, and you can do payments up to $100,000, and you'll pay. So any payments up to 100,000 to send instantly. So that's why. All right. So another reason why FedNow is coming out too as well. There's a multiple reasons, right? The whole world is in fight for the first digital currency because that's where we're going, right? They realize that the dollar is trash. It's going downhill. It's destroying all of the economies around the world. So if you ever tap into other places than America or your daily life, bro, like there's banks in Nigeria, around the world, in London, France, just everywhere that have had trouble or went down or went bankrupt. They just didn't cover it because you live in America. So there's a lot of things with banks around the world that just don't have the cash on hand because of the ways, right? Their ways were scam ways, but they were protected. So that's why I say like FedNow is not really helping coming out with their own currency. I feel like just because they are probably do a lot of controlling, but it is going to speed up the cryptocurrency and digital currency game and make people get into this area. So the reason why I feel like FedNow is coming out just because, like I said before, the BRICS nation, which is which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South America, have all came together to create a digital currency or a currency that's backed by gold, oil, just something that's valuable. It's backed by, so they can overthrow the actual dollar that's not backed by anything. So there are countries coming together to fight against America. And trust me, there's way more countries that are wolf this BRICS nation than what they say, just because America has the power right now. But whoever controls the world's currency, trust me, they're gonna be countries that just come out of nowhere and be on their side. They're gonna betray America, all that, just because America's bullied. Like they got all their money into the military and all this stuff. So now it's like you can't really be a bully nowadays with everybody having nukes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's at a point like, oh, you start winning or you want to take over something, we just gonna nuke you, and it's gonna be a nuclear warfare. And then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to get to a point where we're not even trying to use nukes. Like the war nowadays is more strategic than anything nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They don't even really want men on the ground getting involved no more. You know what I mean? It's more of technology, drones and robots really fighting each other instead of like us doing the like actual work anymore. So BRICS nation is trying to create a currency, and there's multiple other countries creating their own currency and doing their own things. And whoever can put it out first and everyone adapts, that's going to be the leader. So FedNow saw that and was like, all right, we got to put something out for the Federal Reserve so we can stay ahead. We can stay ahead of the curve and everybody use our system, and we, control the wealth, control the money, control everything, just like how they doing now, right? So that's all it is. It's basically like a race again to the moon, like America, Russia, China, like back in the day when everybody tried to get on the moon and that junk was fake. So it's another race again, but this is for like world dominance. You know what I'm saying? So whoever has the best utilization in currency, that's going to be the best for it. So also about the FedNow too as well, a reason why they're starting to come out with this, because the banks, bro, they're trash. Like even the banks are trash. They don't stay open long enough. People get paid all around the clock. No one is just getting paid from, you know what I'm saying, to 9 to 5 anymore. People are getting paid after 5, around noon. Like, bro, I have people that book through my website at 2 in the morning for an 8 a.m. appointment next day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like money is coming in at all times of the day, all times of the night. And say if I'm in China doing a deal, I can't do it because my American bank is closed. No, that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So the FedNow is going to also be a 24/7 payment process. So it's open always. You can always use it. You can always do it. And another thing about large transactions, like I said, 100,000 to send, and it's going to charge you 4.5 cents. To get 100,000 to someone, the easiest way is to get it all in cash, fly it to them, and give it to them hand. That's the fastest way you can get money, large amounts of money like that to somebody. If you do it through Zelle, bank got to approve it, got to make sure this account is good. You know what I'm saying? Or it has to be monetized. You're going to get a call from the bank. It's a lot going on when you're sending a lot of money. Like you can't send 50 million to a person's account. It's a lot go on with that wire or with that transaction. But with cryptocurrency or this digital currency, it can be sent like that, 3 seconds tops. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that are working on their systems to send large amounts of money fast. And those systems are the iOS 222 systems. they're going to be able to send large amounts fast. And that's what these businesses want. Cause you got to realize huge businesses like Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, they sending money to get stuff done. Like, bro, 30 million today, 20 million, 5 million, 10, like they're sending us 100,000, 400,000, 200,000. Like money is being sent every day, all the time. All type of business transactions are going down, and the banks can't handle this because there's so much going on. And then the identity of these banks are we take in your money and we invest it to make more money. So we don't have your money. Like there was a situation where a wealthy guy, right, told this story. He said, he called the bank like, yeah, I need $250,000 out this account. Because digitally, right, when you log into your Bank of America app or whatever, you see the numbers, 400, 500,000. If you want to get that money out, you got to call the bank, right? So he called the bank, was like, yeah, I need 250,000 out of my account. The bank like, whoa, that's a lot of money. How is that a lot of money? And you're the bank, you hold money, but they're not holding money. Like they don't just hold money at the banks no more, right? The money, your money comes in, they're spending it, they're using it. And this is what people are realizing and waking up to and saying, all right, yeah, this system is all the way messed up. And why are you spending my money? You get what I'm saying? Like these are the questions that need to be asked, but as Americans, we're so out of the loop and so confused on social media and all these artists and all these stars. And we're so caught up in all this nonsense that we really don't see the scams of what's going on in America. And these banks are huge scammers, right? So the banks are failing because they don't have any money. And when you go to take out your money, you can't get it, right? So back to the guy that says he needs 250,000. Boom, I need 250,000. ASAP pronto, how can I get it? They're like, wow, all right, that's a lot of money. He's like, hey, that's not a lot of money to you. You're the bank. You should be able to hold. You should be able to have money like this. It's mine anyway. I need it, right? So they were like, all right, to get your 250,000, it's gonna take 4 weeks. We're gonna need an armed guard. We're gonna need to walk you out. Just a whole bunch of procedures to get your money, right? Whole bunch of stuff you got to go through to get your money. It's dumb, right? It's a bank. You're dumb. Your systems are stupid. They're old. They're old fashioned. Don't work anymore. It's stupid. Because I need to make this business deal and I need 250 right now, but you can't give it to me my own money. Why? Because you're spending it. You're using it to make more, right? Exactly. So the bank told him 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks go by. He don't get no call, right? So 5 weeks go by. He get a call. All right, we got it now. It took us 5 weeks. So he gets to the bank. They only have 160,000 for him. They don't have 250. So where's the rest of the money? Oh, we couldn't get it. What? Right? So yeah, your bank account might be good because it doesn't have 250,000 or 100,000 or 60 or 10 or 30, right? So that's the average Joe in America. We don't have no problems with that, right? And the bank is all good with our money. We only got 500, 1,000, 200, 2,000, 3, 4, 5,000, right? That's good. Right? You can go get that at the bank. They have that. I'm talking about the people that are really making money, that are holding the economy up. These businesses, these entrepreneurs that are really making money. You can't get yours because they're using it. They're spending it. You can't get it all out. Like even Soulja Boy had a video a while back telling like he tried to get 100,000 out, but they only had 30,000. He like, where my money at? You know what I'm saying? So it's situations like that the banks are trash, bro, and they're being exposed. And that's what's going on. So the FedNow sees like, all right, for us to solve this situation, because if we don't create something, this is going to get worse and more chaotic, right? It's just going to be havoc. So FedNow has to come out. It has to change just because the banks, the old system is trash, man. And another thing with the FedNow, like I said, it's 24-hour payments. You can send in large amounts for less of for a small amount of cost. Like it said, 100,000 for 4.5 cents, which is good, right? And they say it's like, they got opportunity to scale, there's fraud protection, stability in it, just all these things that the FedNow is promising that they're going to do for digital currency to help out, to help out, move more money, to send out more things, and to like basically help out businesses and people out here in the world, right? So that's what the FedNow is all about, and that's what it's pushing. And again, to me, I don't trust the Federal Reserve just because it's its own entity. In America is a business. It's not an actual country. Like, we all got these social security numbers. We're all literally workers. That's like our work ID number. You know what I mean? So it's like, why trust the feds or these banks If y'all can't handle the money and you messing up the money now, you're messing up America as a business now. Why would we trust you in the future anyway? So it's stupid. So why would we trust y'all? And that's what the countries realize, and that's why Brick Nation is coming alive, and all these other countries are agreeing because they like, bro, we can't trust y'all with money. We can't trust y'all with our economy because you're just driving the price up with all this expenses and paying for this and sending out money and doing this and doing that to the point where it doesn't look good on their economy and it's hurting their economy. So these countries are getting away from the dollar, getting away from that system to create their own and to move in that direction. So everything is becoming more digital. Everything is becoming basically the metaverse. If you ever seen the movie Player One, that's how kind of life is going to be, right? You're going to be able to play a video game, make money off of it. You're going to be able to do certain things in this world, like content, like a live video like this, and be able to make money off of it, just because that's how easy and flowing the money is going to be when it becomes digital. Because at that point, you're just seeing numbers. You're not seeing physical cash. You're not trying to hold on to this profit and all this money. You're just sending it out, putting it to work, sending. So, say for instance, you're in a like this FedNow or these cryptocurrencies, you're going to be able to do business with people in areas where money's not really a problem to them. So say like you doing deals with people in Dubai, bro, they're driving around Lamborghinis in Dubai for taxis. You know what I'm saying? So $1 million, 500, 200,000, 100,000, that's nothing to them, right? I think they paid Future like 2.5 million. I don't know. You got to check this. Might be mistaken, but they paid him a lot of money for a show in Dubai that he wouldn't get in America. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much money they have in like certain areas of a country where you don't really normally do business or never thought about doing business in these places, right? They're going to give you significant amount of money just because they have it. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to open up gateways and flood a lot of money out of these cash, holding this money and saving it and putting in this. That's going to put it all back into the system and have it all lingering and going out. So that's going to be able to help other people make money. And it's also going to help the newer generation and our generation now, because if you're able to interact with technology greatly and can understand it and can get things done, you're going to be ahead of the curve because you're going to be able to adapt to it a lot quicker than other people, right? You're going to be able to use this FedNow service or any cryptocurrency service to pay for these items, to get it out, to use it, and to purchase things just because you understand it better than others. And when you have a certain knowledge in a certain area, then you become valuable. You know what I'm saying? So it's to a point where people are going to be able to pay people to come in and help them out with their, services, their finances, and this new area of financial, the new finance of like the world that we're going into. You know what I'm saying? So these are going to be like I want to say the high paying jobs, but these are going to be great jobs for, the new generation and the generation now out here in the world to take advantage of, just because you're great with technology. You know what I mean? So definitely stay alive, stay up, stay tapped in. You know what I'm saying? This Fed now is basically the start of everything going digital, everything going straight through, So, hey, keep your ears and eyes open. Stay focused. Do not trust these banks. If you have a lot of money in the bank, man, I say take it out and put it towards like land and assets, gold, silver, anything that has a value, oil, anything that has a value, man, and you can buy it, you good. And some people be like, how do you buy gold and silver? Shit, take your, I mean, I don't want to curse, but hey, if you're in Atlanta, go to Icebox, buy you some gold chains, buy you some gold, wrist, buy you some gold rings. You know what I'm saying? That gold is still valuable. 24, 14K, 24K, you know what I'm saying? 10K. Like, bro, you can go buy you gold out of a jewelry store. As long as it's real gold, you good, because you can always melt it down and sell it. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, these are the things that you need to be sitting on, because the value of gold, like an ounce of gold, is $2,000. You know what I mean? So the value of gold is skyrocketing, going up. Value of silver, the value of oil, all these assets are going to be going up, man. So put your money into property, land, cryptocurrencies, oil, gas, silver, the things that are actually still needed in this world and are used in this world. You know what I mean? So definitely get all this situated when in investing. So let me go to my Twitter real fast because I got a statistic for you to show you why a lot of this junk is coming down too as well. All right. World War III. Man. The boy Trump is on some other stuff. The boy's tripping. All right. So we go to this statistic right here. I wish I can like show this around and show you. So the Fed says the US banking system is fine, right? The US banking system, biggest monthly loss in deposits in history, right? So Federal Reserve, the Feds, you know what I mean? They have been tracking deposits, right? Deposits, withdrawals. They have been tracking all this, right? Since 1973 until all the way into today, right? And since 1973, I would say the biggest loss that they had with like people not really depositing and withdrawing money was in probably 2021. And it was at like a little bit over 100 billion. For 2023, the month of March where we just left, it says March 2023 had biggest monthly loss in bank deposits in US history, right? So no one is depositing money into the bank. So basically it's withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not depositing money and you can't get a lot of money out, there's no one like circling and putting money into these banks. And they lost a lot of deposits. They lost $389 billion in the month of March, right? So when you see these banks crash and there's fear in the market and people are going crazy, they pull their money out. People are trying to pull their money out. Either you're pulling it out for the small bank and putting it in a big bank because you trust it, and they have a lot more money, they have a lot more security. So if you do lose it or they go down, you most likely gonna get it. But how long does it take to get it is the situation too as well. So yeah, there's security on all this money, but if you lose 6 million, 10 million, 40 million, you know what I'm saying, like 24 million, how long will it take to get it? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? By then, you know what I'm saying, that's a huge loss for a business. That's a lot of pay cuts, a lot of payroll, a lot of things you could have invested that in and got, but you don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So this withdrawals in March, this is just a trickle. You know what I'm saying? Like what's April going to be? What's May going to be? What's June, July? Like we still have a whole summer left and it's already 389 billion. That's a lot, bro. And this is America. This is not the world. This is America, bro. That's almost $400 billion not being circulated into banks. So tell me how are these banks going to survive if no one's putting money in them? You know what I mean? That's what I'm telling you. So that's why the FedNow is coming out. It's like, all right, we see that it's a problem and we have to be the first to do it, just because if anyone else beats us to an excellent system and able to create an excellent system, we'll be behind. And I ain't saying like, America's at the top of the economy right now, right? Of the world, right? Because we got the world leading currency, which is the dollar, right? So we're number one. I feel like if the BRICS nation or someone else take over, we'll drop to about 3 or 4. Like we still gonna be in the top 5 just because we're a huge company. We're a country and we have a lot of resources, assets, and money and millionaires. A lot of things, but we wouldn't be number 1. We'll drop to like 3, 4, or maybe even 5, but we'll be top 5. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we'll still be good. We just want to be leading, and when you're not leading, there's a lot more money we'll have to spend just because we can't get those deals that we were getting them at. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot more people that won't do deals with us just because we're not number 1. So we can't bully someone into doing it because we don't control their financial system, right? So say if the BRICS nation is the main currency of the world, they're going to control a lot of like relationships, and a lot of people are going to link with them and say, hey, we want to use your currency, and our country. We don't want to get the dollar. And I don't know if you've seen this, but like the Nigerian president are even saying that. Like he's like, hey man, get rid of your US dollars, throw them away, trash them, burn them. Like we not messing with US dollars no more. It's over with. So a lot of countries are realizing this and seeing this, and you have to too. So wake up, smell the coffee, make sure you know that everything is going digital. FedNow is coming out, it's happening. It's not the future. We're in the future right now. So don't say, oh, the future is coming out. Now the future is now. You know what I'm saying? We're all in the metaverse. I can communicate and talk to you from Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I can contact you from anywhere around the world. Long as I have that same app as you, we can talk. WhatsApp, you know what I'm saying? Like you go out of the country, a lot of people use WhatsApp. You can talk to people through WhatsApp, you know what I'm saying? Communicating. Like I talked to someone from China through WhatsApp one time. You know what I mean? So it's like we're able to communicate and talk to people around the world instantly. This is the future. This is the metaverse. We're in it. You know what I'm saying? We just don't have our characters yet. You know what I'm saying? So as it becomes more advanced and AI gets smarter every day, every year, all the time, we're going to end up having actual characters be our, you know what I'm saying, be our actual who we are. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tap into the metaverse. And we're going to be a whole nother character, and we're going to be using that character to make money, do whatever. That's what I think. I ain't saying that's gonna happen, but that's what I think is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be just like Player One. Like you're gonna be able to create your own character and go into this world, make money, do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's gonna be better because it's gonna be a lot more ways and access of knowledge to create wealth and access to higher amounts of cash flow and money, right? Where I can say cash flow because it's not gonna be any physical cash, it's gonna be all digital. So digital currency. So be prepared. Know it's coming. This is why I'm talking to you, just preparing you so you won't be surprised of like, oh my God, where did this come from? Da, 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 you know what I'm saying? I'm tapping you in right now, and definitely stay focused, stay locked in. And it's getting wild out here. And then, man, I had some other stuff. I wish I could just show you my Twitter, but it's like France is also protesting. Like they've been to the Black Rock actual building out there, and they like trying to burn it down. They got torches, they're rioting. This junk has 3.3 million views on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people seeing this and knowing what's going on. So don't be distracted by the NBA playoffs and these people talking about football and just, you know, Lamar Jackson and all this. So don't be distracted. Know that digital currency is on the way and it's around the corner, and you need to be investing either in cryptocurrency. I say buy Bitcoin because you can buy it easily through Cash App or through an ATM at the gas station. It's easy to transaction with and get, right? It's the easiest currency to get crypto wise. Or buy, like I said, gold, silver, invest in oil, put their money in some property, some land, some houses, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, to the point where even if the real estate industry crashes, you can still sell that house, or you can still rent it out and make money, or Airbnb to make money. It's just not going to, you know what I mean, be a waste. Like if you got your money in the bank and we go into digital currency and they were like, shoot, that money you had, you can't get. Just like, bruh, try to get 250, but he got 160, and they told him we don't have it. What you gonna do? Call the police and tell them, hey, the bank ain't got my money. They're gonna be like, what we gonna do? That's what I'm telling you. So the laws of the bank are a lot over the laws of police and lawyers and situations like that, bro. It's gonna take a long time for you to get your money. That's why, like, you gotta sign all this paperwork when you sign up with these banks and securities and insurance, all this stuff, all the scam. You know what I mean? It's America. It's man. They're gonna deceive you. They're not gonna tell you the right information. They're going to try to scam you, get every dime they can because they're greedy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to lock in with people actually telling the truth, preparing you, and trying to get you ready for the situation. So thank you all for this live. I appreciate you for tapping in, listening today. I love you all. Stay blessed out there. Easter Sunday. Keep that pinky up, pinky promise. You know what I'm saying? Man, stay blessed out there, man. I love you all. Peace out. That's all I had to say today. Watch out for the FedNow, man. And to me, I feel like the FedNow system, I don't know how great it's going to be, but when they come out, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tap into it right away, but we'll see. And I'll let you know if I use it or how like the situation is. But yeah, definitely. But I appreciate you all. I'm out of here again. Another live down. Appreciate you all for tapping in. I love you all. Stay blessed, stay educated. Make sure you gain that knowledge, because whatever you got in here, man can't take away from you. Nobody can. Only you know what you know. So make sure you stay educated. Make sure you keep that knowledge of value and use it to the point where people have to come to you to get information, and then you can charge your price for people coming to get information from you, and now you're valuable. You know what I mean? So stay blessed, stay prayed up. We're gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on your side. I'm here to help. You need any help, contact me. We can talk about it. Communicate through all my social media platforms. I also need a Wix person. If you good at Wix, like the website Wix, holla at me, man. I need you. If you good at animation, holla at me. I need you. I got a lot of stuff going on where I'm trying to create and become, you know what I'm saying, become this actual brand that's huge. So hit me up if you're good in those areas, and we can work something out, man. Get some real business in. But peace out. I love you all. Deuces.